Okay, I think we're good to go. Hey, JD Poople, how are you doopling?
I'm doing okay overall, Fawcett. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm looking forward to what we're going to do today.
And excited to have an elliptical within your sight?
No. It is within my sight. Oh, it's much longer than I thought it was going to be for some reason. I don't know how bodies work. I don't know how long bodies are.
Yeah, gotta get that longer stride, especially for tall people like us.
Gross. I want to be a dainty little baby.
But I think at least with its placement, it can be used where it is, and I think should be able to see the our typical TV.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's probably an okay spot. I was expecting it, I was hoping that it would fit like, of course, there's no way for us to show anyone on stream, not that anyone's in here yet, but I was kind of expecting it to go like along the couch. I don't know why I thought it would be short enough for that.
Yeah, I mean, we could give it a shot. I just figured it's nice for you to have that table next to the.
Yeah. On a live beaver! Hey, yo! Thank you for resubbing. Welcome. We're just talking about our new elliptical. How you been? What you up to? What you eating? Who you doing? What you doing? Okay. I think I'm about ready. I don't know how much we want to uh, goof off prior to getting started.
I'm just encouraging your viewers to use their channel
How
points.
rude. Oh, did it? Okay, I think we have at least one Bane left over from the last one. I see that we had a Bane, and then we had a Bless, and then we had another Bane. So we can just say that the Bane and Bless cancel each other out because I don't remember if we actually used that one or not.
I think we did end up using that. Because I want to say that it was Nerdy who might have given you the bless and
Yeah.
Unalive Beaver for the Bane.
Hey, it's cheaper. It takes fewer channel points to Bless than it does to Bane. Just saying, more bang for your buck.
You just got to save up 10,000 channel points, Unalive Beaver.
For what one's 10,000? Is that the auto fail?
It is. Or for half that, you can give them 2 critical successes.
Lurking's all good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over, get us going. Oh gosh, I always forget to set my stream details on TikTok ahead of time. Well, that's not ideal. What? Okay. Um, they changed something on TikTok, and now I'm like, wait, this isn't right. It's trying to tell me, oh, it deleted my about me too. Dang, TikTok, why are
Hmm,
you trying to ruin my life?
that's very rude.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun. Okay, looks like we're all set and good to go. Are you ready to go, JD Poop?
I think so. Are you
Okay.
on Tick Talkins now?
Yes, we are all set, all good to go. Um, I don't see that I took much in the way of notes last session, but I also don't think we did much in the way of anything last session.
A reoccurring theme. We had fun. That is what we
We
had
had
done.
fun, yes. Oh my gosh, what did we do last session? We
Uh,
started the session with it was nighttime. and
Perfect.
we were resting. We had a creepy little situation with our bugbear roommate. There's some kind of weird noise or something.
I think what we ended up doing, which real quick, I'm not seeing you live on TikTok yet.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to double check that.
Why is TikTok so stupid? It says check your network, try again. I'm literally already live on another platform.
Hmm.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I guess we can goof off a little bit more. I mean, Death Beaver's the only one here so far, so, and they're working. So we got our lurker. We'll see if I can figure out what the heck's going on with TikTok real quick. It's saying check your network and try again, and I'm like, I'm literally already online.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
literally
bizarre.
already streaming on another platform. Why are you being stupid?
TikTok, why you gotta be rude?
Yeah, you little butt. You little butt. So, uh, oh, log in to begin. So now it logged me out. Okay, give me a second. Maybe that's why it was saying the network wasn't right, even though it had all of my stuff set up.
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
Yeah, I don't like the TikTok app. It's really annoying. I wish that it would just
Be
not.
better.
Well, I wish I could just use OBS like I was there for a bit. That was the ideal situation. Okay, gotta re-enter a couple things and we'll be good to go. But so what were you saying? What did we do last time?
Um, so I think what we end up doing is we maybe sailed to an island on longboats, and the captain, Captain Solaris, prepared in a tent a nice little meal for Lady Saphira. And you got to help out with a special item that helped cool drinks.
Yes, the cool drink item that I crapped all over because I was like, why do I need to learn how to cool a drink? I can just cast Ray of Frost at whim, at will. Anytime I want, if I want a chilly drink, I can go ahead and do it. Also, we rewatched the most recent Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Amongst Thieves, and literally the Wizard of Thay does that. Uses their magic to chill a drink. Why do I need this special thing? I don't. I got magic. Also, we're live
Yeah,
now.
yep, I pulled you up on the TikTok
Curl.
things. Okay, so aside from that, I think a special drink that was meant to use that item happened to be left on the ship, supposedly. And I think you were going to possibly join Randy uh, to go get it, but it seems like maybe Randy might have drank it, but he has not said as much.
Randy, you silly little goblin, right? Randy the goblin.
Oh, I don't remember that
Who's
much.
Randy Goblin?
Uh, Not important enough to have a token, but
I do feel like it was a goblin. Trying to look
I
through my
think
notes. Oh, I have Randy Dash and then nothing. I went to take notes on Randy. I put its name down and then literally it's blank.
uh,
Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so you ready?
so. Yep. So where we left off was Randy is obviously lying about something or everything. It's impossible to
Everything.
tell exactly how deep the lie goes with him, or if he has simply become the lie. You wonder aloud how Randy could forget the piece de la resistance of the whole day. I wouldn't overthink it, Randy says. Come on, it'll be fun. And so you can either go with Randy and the other sailors or voice your concerns to the captain.
Let's go. Let's get away from oh, what's her name? What's the lady's name? Saphira.
Lady
Saphira
Saphira.
Crystal. Lady Saphira Crystal.
You accompany Randy back to the ship. Those errands seems the farthest thing from the little goblin's mind. You're right, goblin. See?
I'm so good at Goblin.
Randy dash goblin.
Oh wait, I should write that down this time. I mean, I knew. I didn't need the notes to know that.
You both take up an oar and begin rowing back to the ship together. You know, I like you, he says to you as the longboat rows out. I think you have a future aboard the Sundancer. Terrible name for a ship, of course, but I'm sure the next owner will think of something better. The longboat pulls up alongside the ship, and you climb aboard. You hear a trilling whistle from above. Looking up, you can see Rain hanging from the mechanical arm in the rigging of the main mast and looking at the deck below. The young sailor looks queasy, their mouth drawn tight in some effort. As you board, you see duplicates of Rain working half a dozen stations around the Sundancer. They move particularly sluggishly and have only one single arm, but they seem to be preparing the ship for departure. Randy nods to Rain, the original one up in the rigging, and winks at you as he goes off to the rail facing the beach. The sails then drop with a rumble and a snap and fill with wind. The ship lurches forward as Randy dashes to the helm and points the Sundancer out to sea with a surprisingly sure hand. You can either question Randy about what's going on, try to stop whatever is happening, or wait and see what happens.
I, I, I'm gonna question Randy. Randy, what's going on? What goblin shenanigans are you getting up to? What are you making Rain do?
You
The
ask Randy
obvious mastermind, Randy the Goblin.
Yes. You ask Randy what's happening with the ship. He looks at you with a crooked smile, a gold tooth glinting in the sun. Well, it seems the ship is sailing away, doesn't it? Randy drawls. What are you going to do about it? You can demand that Randy stop what he's doing or do nothing.
Okay, so we left on the shore. We left Lady Saphira, and we also left Solaris, right?
Yep, you left the captain, the lady
Uh,
on shore.
do we want to leave Solaris? I'm okay leaving the lady. The lady can be left behind. No, we want. Wait, how dedicated are we to Solaris? Or, yeah. How dedicated are we to Solaris? How much do we want to please that man? Not very. As
Oh.
soon as I said man, I realized not very much. We're gonna let it go.
Well, I mean, you do seem to keep wanting to visit them during their hot tub time.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going out of my way for it. I once I said, "Please, do we want to please a man?" I was like, "Okay, no, no, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we're here for. So we're moving on." And now the
Uh,
story just ends. They're like, "Well, you just you sail home and the story's over."
all right, so you are going to do nothing about the situation, correct?
Yeah, we're good. I
All
didn't get
right.
left behind.
The entire ship creaks and groans as it starts to pull away. The bow swings around to point at the open ocean, but progress is slow. Then it stops altogether. You feel the deck tremble, and at first you think you've run aground. But then a shaggy figure appears at the door leading below deck and stoops to step out on deck.
Ruh-roh. Get it?
Nice to see you, Ad. Yep, I
Get it?
do.
Get it? Shaggy figure.
Yes. What will we do for a Scooby snack?
Not much if it's to please a man.
Uh, nice to see you out and about, Ribcage, Randy says brightly with a wave. Did you bring in the starboard anchor? The bugbear nods with a deadpan look on his face. Randy pinches the bridge of his long nose. Did you bring in the port anchor? Ribcage shakes his head with the same expression. Randy waits a moment and then Ribcage stomps off below deck to raise the port anchor. See what I have to work with? Randy says to you. He goes back to the rail. If he wasn't my cousin on Mama Blackspot's side, I'd have left him on that beach too.
I'd have left him. He turns out the light to brush his hair, and he looks in a mirror while doing it. He looks in a mirror, brushes his hair, but in the dark. Wait, do
I know.
bugbears have dark vision? Even if they do have dark vision, they don't typically. Dark vision, I think, most of the time is you don't have color, so it's still not great vision. It still would be more beneficial to do it in the light.
Yeah, I know, a little bit of weirdo, but as I said, cousin on my Mama Blackspot's side.
Hey, Liz.
You follow Randy's gaze out to the beach where there is some commotion. The captain, the remaining crew, Saphira and Francis are all rushing across the sand toward the remaining longboat. Saphira trips on her skirts and
Haha.
falls.
Haha.
You can hear her shouted curses from here. Attempting to assist her, the captain slips and falls into the morass of her dress. Francis
Slips
helps both
into
of
our
them.
what?
Morass of her dress. Francis helps both of them up and shoves them toward the boat as the remaining crew man the oars and begin rowing back to the ship with urgency. Let's pick up the pace, you numbskulls! Randy
Yeah.
yells. The captain's on his way! Let's see here.
He's on his way. Let's go.
Hey,
I'm not helping. I refuse to help. I will sit on this boat and let it take me away, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to upset Solaris, but I'm also not trying to make him happy.
anchor up! Comes a cry from Rain above. Randy grins and waves at the captain's longboat starting to recede in the Sundancer's wake. Then there's a splash to starboard, and another cry from above. Anchor down! Who put the anchor down? The ship shudders to a stop. Randy simply grips the rails with the widening knuckles as the captain's longboat approaches. Ribcage lumbers back above deck to find Randy packing and cursing, or pacing and cursing. Rain rappels down from the main mast as one of the duplicates merges back with the original. The starboard anchor is jammed, they say. We're not going anywhere. The sound of the captain's oars are now audible, even over him shouting out of time. Stroke! 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 Think, think, think! Randy says. He bangs his forehead with a fist. You two have any ideas? Rain and Ribcage look at each other blankly, then back to Randy. You should count yourself lucky. I've lasted this long, Rain says. I've never had this many of me at once.
Hot.
As 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 I speak, one of the duplicates drops to the deck and fades away into the tendrils of mist. Rain winces. Plan C it is then, Randy shouts. Wait, what was plan B? Rain asks. This was it. Plan A was asking the captain nicely to give me the ship. That didn't work either.
He's so funny.
Uh, Randy spins and points at you. You are plan C. And he waits. You hear the longboat draw up along the side of the Sundancer below, and a dozen sailors pull themselves up onto the deck. You can quietly agree to help Brandy, Rain, and Ribcage, or you can try and take the mutineers into custody, or you can say nothing at all and wait for the captain to arrive.
I'm not in this. I was told to get back on the boat. I went to the boat. Stuff started happening. I'm here to be a security person and not to the boat.
All right, so are you
I'm
choosing
doing
to say
nothing. I'm gonna
nothing at
sit
all?
there blank faced, like, I don't know what's going on.
You maintain your silence. Randy's face seems to twitch as he grows more and more impatient. Ribcage nods his own, also silent, approval of your tactics.
Hey, Rosemary. Long time no
Hi.
see. How are you doing?
Yes, hi, Rosemary. Ah, so the strong silent thing is already taken by my cousin in here, Randy says. I really don't need another one. He tries again to wait on your response. As he stands there with a strained smile, Rain staggers for a moment, but one of their own duplicates appears at their side to help. It rejoins the original, and more soon follow. In a matter of moments, it's just you and the three mutineers standing alone on the deck.
Hey, Uzi.
Hey, Uzi. Uh, Fine, you win, Randy says. You win, take us in. Oh, uh, sorry. I
Thanks,
guess I.
y'all. I'm so pretty today. I actually don't love my makeup today, but you know what? Thank you all for loving it. That's the important part. I don't need to like it if y'all do.
It's gonna be just a moment, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jaded ruined it. Ruined everything. Our story time is over.
Well, apparently my mouse, the side button does a acts as a back button on the browser.
Oh.
So now I have to figure out where the heck I was.
Okay, let me know when you found out, and I'll just run my mouth for a little bit. We miss you too, Rosemary. Yes, I was wanting to do some kind of an eyeliner look today. I didn't go as hard on the eyeliner as I was wanting to because I ran out of time. I literally was like rushing. I think I sat down on my computer right at 8 o'clock. Rosemary, thank you for the rose. Yeah, I was running out of time, so I didn't get to go as detailed as I wanted because I was going to go in and do like a big graphic liner thing. I was going to go and make like fancy little swoopies and loopies and do all this stuff. I should have gave myself more time if I'm going to go into all that effort. But I feel like I've done this look before. I feel like all my blue looks are starting to blend together in my head. I've done so many like blue and white makeup looks. Can you see up close? Don't look too close because yeah, I don't know if you can like really see well. Oh, my lash is droopy. There we are. But yeah. Uh, uh, I'm gonna thread mine today. Trying to convince mom to make plans to hang out around my birthday. My birthday's less than a month away now. Y'all gotta get on top of it if that's the case. You ever get jaded with eyes done that fancy? Hey, actually, give me a minute. Let me see. Back, I think in my very first year of doing drag, I did Jaded's makeup. I don't think I've really done his makeup since then. So, like, it's not the best my makeup ever was when I did it, but let me see if I can find a picture of Jaded when I did his makeup. Oh, this is the first picture that I found, but it's not the best picture. But yeah, this was probably like 2017. Of course, it's not going to tell me the year because this is a repost, but that was Jaded about like 5, 6, maybe even 7 years ago, looking like a fancy little lady. Sorry for the all the reflection. But like definitely looking back at it, I'm like, I did my nose contour very different back then. My nose was a giant brown triangle with a stripe down it, and now I actually like blend out on the side of my nose. Weird, I know, right? Though now I actually have started doing this like really big blend out because it kind of makes me think of the art style of Arcane. I don't know if y'all have seen Arcane. If you haven't seen Arcane, you need to go see it. It's got 2 seasons and it's done, so you can binge the entire thing in one go now. But I really like the art style, and so I've been kind of doing like the way they do their nose on there. I love it.
Just a heads up, I did manage to find our spot again. So let me know when you're good to go.
Some comment about Smurf love. Actually, Jaded's face was also a blue makeup. Look at that. Nose contours, two lines blended. Yeah, now I've been doing my nose contour a bunch of different ways. I used to like I've gone and like stuck to a certain strategy for a while and then I like would switch it. Now I feel like every time I do my nose it's a little different. Good night, Rosemary. Have a wonderful restful evening. But yeah, I want to go back to how I used to do my nose. I'd say when I was doing drag pretty consistently, when I was like outperforming, I had like this cute little button nose, just like pinched up to the gods, and I loved it so much. And I kind of tried to do it today, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. But I love it. Liz, I've talked to him about it. The only problem with doing Jaded's makeup for stream is that on both days that I stream, he works the next day. So I was like, if he's off on a Friday, I have talked to him about doing his makeup for stream. So it wouldn't be a D&D stream. It would probably be a Thursday stream. But I want to do his makeup one of these days. His makeup. I got to point
Uh,
down for TikTok and up for the purple app.
but I mean, I should be taking some vacation time within the next few months, so
Okay, yeah,
uh,
if Jaded wants, I think I'd actually probably just make it a stream, do his makeup on stream, um, rather than like do a video game stream or anything like that. Uh, yeah, I think I'd just do like paint him on stream someday. We do got to figure out lighting though. I need to figure out a way to do lighting where I'm not going to be blocking it. But yeah, we'll do it one of these days. We just got to get a good day to schedule it since my stream is so late in the evening and Jaded works in the morning. So typically, like partially through my word game streams, he goes to bed. And so if he had to do like shower and all of that stuff, it definitely would keep him up too late.
you'll also have to teach me how to actually take my makeup off since we've moved on from the Dawn dish soap days of taking makeup off.
I mean, it's really not any different than the Dawn dish soap days. By the way, don't use Dawn dish soap to take off your makeup. I mean, it does work. It does work. It does work. But it's apparently bad for your skin, I guess. If it's good
It
enough for little duckies, it's good enough for me.
it's like it's meant to take away oil and stuff.
I know, right? But yeah, I don't use Dawn dish soap anymore. I did just get a new um makeup remover cleanser, like lotiony thing. I'm gonna try that for the first time tonight. We'll see how that goes. Skin is not the same. I mean, it's definitely not the same anymore. I will say, like, I've never had good skin, but I definitely do wonder if my years and years, my decades even, of bad skin care is finally coming to bite me. Like, my forehead right now is so textured, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do about it. I lotion. I don't use Dawn dish soap on my dish soap on my skin anymore. Like, it might be too late. I might have done the damage already.
I'm sure there's ways to get it back in a better condition, but I think it takes like a regimen of.
Yeah, it takes doing things, and if there's one thing about me that you should know, I don't like doing things. Yeah, those are the words I live by. I don't like participating in group activities, and I don't like doing things. Those are like my top two indicators of me.
I don't like group activities, but I need to find a D&D group.
I know. Liz, really, really though, we're 18 years apart twins. Okay, Uzi, come here and do that. Come here and make me do that. Come here and make me participate. No, literally though, I have such bad everything life. Uh I have such bad rejection sensitivity dysphoria. And I learned I thought people were saying it incorrectly because I've heard of rejection sensitivity disorder, but there's apparently a disorder and there is a dysphoria. I don't fully know the difference between the two, but with ADHD, it is normally linked with dysphoria. So I'm like, new dysphoria unlocked. Come on. Come on, everyone. But yeah, I was actually looking it up because Jaded, reading me for filth, told me that I should try to see if I can find treatment for it because it stops me from participating in things and doing things. So I tried to look it up, and guess what? No treatment. Got that. But no,
Yeah.
there is there's actually something that I have locally that is. I'm sorry, we're derailing the game. It's nothing new here. We always derail the game, but the local LARPing team in my city does tabletop RPGs, and I like joined the group, but I've never actually like been to anything, so I've don't really have any connections with it. But they just posted that they want to do an actual play. They want to do a local actual play, and I kind of want to apply for it, but I'm also like I don't feel confident in my RPing, so I'm like I don't know if I want to apply for it. Plus, they're doing screen test, which means that it's like a tryout, which means they could tell me no and they could reject me. And as soon as I hear that they could reject me, I'm like, no, I don't do things where I can get rejected. I don't do that. I don't do it. But yeah, I am thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to try to do it, but I am thinking about it. Okay. Are we good, Jaded?
I believe so, unless I manage to hit that button again.
Okay, let's do it. Don't hit the button.
So, backing up just a little, in a matter of moments, it's just you and the three mutineers standing alone on deck. Fine, you win, Randy says. You win, take us in. He holds
I
up his
said I'm
arms
not
in
doing
surrender.
anything. I'm not doing anything. Don't tell me what to do. I don't participate in things. We literally just talked about this, Randy.
I thought you were talking to chat. He holds up his arm in surrender. Ribcage utters a wordless but still questioning grumble, and Rain starts to say Randy's name. Just do it, he hisses. The other two mutineers look askance at each other, but then do the same. The moment everyone's arms are up, there's a bang at the side of the Sun Dancer. Several sailors clamber back onto the ship, brandishing whatever they could find on shore: tarnished silverware, table legs, and a brass candelabra. The captain follows and draws an ornamental but still very pointy sword. Wha what's going on here? So I don't know what voice that was, but we'll see if I can find the captain's voice again.
I doubt it,
Uh,
but it's fine. You'll do great, baby. You'll do great. I
uh, we
believe in you.
we surrender, Captain! Randy yells. Take us in before this monster does something terrible!
This
Uh,
monster. Me?
I'm
Am I the
maybe.
monster?
The goblin deckhand points at you. The captain looks at you, eyes wide in budding fear. You shake your head, but still maintain your silence.
We'll see.
Uh, Take them away, then, Captain Solaris says to his crew. The sailors shrug and comply, binding the mutineers' hands in chains.
I just
Uh,
got railroaded into being a hero. How dare you railroad me into being a hero?
well, it seemed like they were trying to railroad you into being a villain for a second.
Well, I feel like they kept giving me every chance to like stop them, and I'm like, nah, nah, I'm not gonna do anything.
Randy, Rain, and Ribcage are bound and march to the brig below. So it seems you'll have more company when you turn in for the evening. As they leave, Randy smiles and winks at you, waggling a stern finger mockingly. Meanwhile, the crew go about setting up for departure, including breaking down the disastrous picnic and ferrying everyone else from the beach. Saphira is on the first boat back, though her valet seems to have stayed behind. She begins to squawk about how her life was just threatened, her voice rising to a level of shrieking that causes the seagulls in the air above you to begin to cry out in response. But Solaris heads over to you. He squeezes your shoulder with gratitude, looking at you in the eye like an equal.
Like
You
an equal. Meanwhile, I think I'm probably like a foot taller than him.
you got me ship back, so I thank you, Captain
Got
Solaris
your shit
says.
back? Yeah, I
Ship,
got your shit back.
that too.
Your
The
poop
poop
deck!
deck.
Your poop deck! I got it back!
Uh, for that I'm grateful, but I need another favor from you. Please search the ship for any remaining threats. But put the crew at ease, and then please check on the anchor mechanism. It seems to have malfunctioned, but no one wants to go below deck until you've cleared the area.
Me?
Uh,
Why me? What am I so special about?
you're the player character. That's what makes you so
I'm the
special.
PC. Now these NPCs will do crap. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir, Master, sir. I will do the thing.
Saphira comes stalking up to the captain, her hat askew and her skirts swishing wrathfully against the deck. She's also pointing at you. You can do as the captain asks and avoid the noblewoman's fury, or stay to get an earful for yourself.
No, I'm leaving. Bye.
You do your best to slip away and hear Solaris intercept the raging Saphira. You make your way below deck as quickly as you can. You still overhear the words, "Protect me! Danger!" and an unimaginable number of variations on "idiot." You duck into the quiet darkness of the space below the ship, letting Tropical Storm Zafira rage overhead unheard. You search the rooms and holds below the deck and find nothing but signs of Rain's clumsy duplicates. It seems that it was impossible to make so many copies and keep them competent. Working from stern to bow, you end up in the uh, windlass room? Uh,
How do you spell it?
Windlass.
Windlass room. Ah, yes. Uh, it's like a window room, but there's no windows. They're just ladies that you can look through.
Ah.
Yes. I'm very nautically experienced. Can you not see the blue on my eyeshadow? It's for the ocean.
Yeah. So working from stern to bow, you end up in the windlass room where there are two machines constructed of pulleys, chains, and various interlocking parts. The huge chains attached to the anchors lead through the holes in the hull. The port side seems to be working fine, and you see nothing wrong. At first glance, you can't see anything amiss with the starboard side either, but as you circle around to the back, something glints in the muted sunlight shining through the gaps in the deck above. You approach cautiously, expecting to uncover some booby trap left by the mutineers. Instead, you find Saphira's jeweled egg jammed firmly into the cogs of one of the gears. You grip it and prepare to yank it from the mechanism,
That egg's crazy.
but it comes away with just the slightest effort. Warm and heavy in your hands, the egg does not seem to have been damaged by this ordeal. How it got there is not apparent, as no one was on board except the three mutineers. Do you want to show everybody the egg in your hands? Oh, I think it's actually showing on Twitch already.
Here we go. I don't have an egg in my hands. But yes, if you want to see the egg in my
Yeah.
hands and you're over on the purple app, it is on my little mini that's up in that area. There, my character is shooting some storm magic out and holding the egg. So we're just going to imagine that's what I'm going to be doing here in a minute.
Yeah, such a cutie.
Yes, she is. I do think I am happy with how she turned out. I do think that she looks a little short, which she is supposed to be short for a giant, but she is still a giant. So she's still supposed to be pretty tall. I think that I made her like 6'5". She might be like 6'5", 6'7", somewhere like
Uh,
there. So like for a human, she's tall. She's a tall lady. But for a giant, she's pretty short. Because I
Are they
think
for
giants are typically like 7 to 8 feet tall.
for your token if we ever get to a battle? Are they considered a medium or are they considered a large creature?
Medium.
Medium. Okay.
Uh, yeah, I think when you get to like level 5, you can. upgrade to being a large creature or something, if I'm remembering correctly, but we're not going to get there, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. You take the egg and go above deck. You emerge from one direction while Saphira bursts back onto the deck like a shrill typhoon. It's gone! The egg is gone! They've stolen my baby! She screams each sentence into the face of a new stunned sailor. Captain, they've stolen my most treasured possession! The captain descends from where he was speaking to the helmsman and tries to calm down the hysterical noblewoman. He makes an announcement to the crew, casting his voice enhancement spell again. All right, crew. We will not be weighing anchor until the egg is found. So unless you want to swim back to port, find it. Saphira nods emphatically in response, and the crew start looking wherever they happen to be standing. Before you can consider what to do, there is a heavy thud on the deck beside you. The egg has fallen onto the floor somehow, and now it's rolling around at your feet with the sway of the ship. You grab for it, but not fast enough. The captain swoops in and scoops it off the deck. Ah, the adventurers found it, calls the captain brightly.
And I
And now we
definitely wasn't trying to steal it.
just Lady Saphira's hat.
Yes, I am going to get that hat.
We'll
And
see.
Solaris's V card. But that'll be
Okay.
consensual. Well, I just realized we were talking about stealing. And it's like, no, I'm not stealing that. I'm not stealing that. It's another thing I'm going to have, another thing I'm going to get.
Okay, and now we can be on our way again. He hands the treasured object back to Saphira, who snatches it thanklessly and storms off to her cabin. Well then, Captain Solaris says loudly to no one in particular, that concludes our first successful outing of the voyage. Once the rest of the crew has come aboard, we shall set sail for our destination again. Crew members look at each other and mutter about whether the captain attended the same event, but Solaris is either oblivious or opts to ignore them. He approaches you and nervously interlaces his fingers. That was a disaster, he says quietly. A complete disaster. Please, I need you to check on the prisoners and make sure nothing else is going wrong. You nod and return to your cabin where you have new companions already locked in Ribcage's cell.
Wait, they're in am I staying in a cell? Have I been in the what do they call it? The
Uh,
the galley? The
in the brig,
In the brig? Am I in the brig?
it kind of seems that way, or at least maybe you're outside the brig, and
That's rude. I don't
because
want
I
to be
do
in the
think
brig.
I think they did say like Ribcage was in a cell, so.
Okay. Okay, let's see what these troublemakers are up to.
Oh, you enter in the middle of Randy expounding. And some sources say that the treasure is Dragon Pirates hoard piled high in a live volcano. Others report a villainous giant who steals the faces of sailors unfortunate enough to wash up on his shores to assume their shape. Or there's the real conspiracy theory that it's the headquarters of some magical bureau that spreads its influence throughout the nearby islands, maybe the world. But as I've told you every single time, Rain says, with a long, suffering sigh, there is no map, no record, no account at all of Oki Island. I'm telling you that it doesn't exist. Ribcage is the first to notice you, and he alerts his cellmates to your presence. Rain shuts their mouth, but Randy grins at you with his multicolored teeth. Hey there, bunkmate, he says. Can't say this is much worse than the birth. At least we don't have to deal with Ishmael's gas or Robbie talking in his sleep. Pardon me.
Oh no, now you have to deal with my gas. And I'm sure Ishmael can't hold a candle to me, otherwise the entire room would explode.
Sorry.
I'm
My
hilarious. Thank you for acknowledging that.
my brain just wasn't sure how to react to that, as well as trying to continue Randy's comments. Uh, And if I collect all Ribcage's shed fur, I can make myself a nice little nest. I don't know what you see in this one, Rain says to Randy. Doesn't seem trustworthy to me. Well, I'm an excellent judge of character, Randy replies. Then to you, he asks, so what can we do for you? So you can ask your new roommates what they intend to do with the marooned crew, or intended to do with the marooned crew, why Randy gave up so easily, or you can ask Rain about their mechanical arm and what it can do.
None of the above. I want to know, like, I guess I will ask Randy why he gave up so easily, but I think more than that, I want to know why he made me the, like, didn't try to scapegoat me or anything. Instead, like, gave himself up to me. Like, that's what I want to know. Like, I was sitting there doing nothing. Why did you go and be like, oh, they got me. They got me. They're gonna save me from whatever they're about to do to me. They heard what I was talking about Solaris, and they're so egotistical that they thought I was going to do it to them too.
Unfortunately, I don't have an answer on behalf of Randy, so we're gonna
We'll
have to
see.
stick with what the book says.
We'll see.
Uh,
We'll see.
so you're gonna ask
Stop
Randy why they gave up so easily.
such bad copyright issue. Just stealing all the intellectual property from the wonderful obvious mimic who we got this module from, but not taking any opportunity to make it your own. Teska Teska.
Well, I could try and make it my own, but then it'll probably contradict what I say.
I don't think it's a big enough character. Do whatever you want.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with this for now. You point out that Randy seems to have given up pretty quickly given how much effort he put into his ruse. Well, you know what they say, he says, getting a faraway look in his eyes. It's better to live to steal another day than to die in a boat that doesn't belong to you. Yet.
I have
Ribcage.
heard that before. I do think that's what they say in the Druid Enclave that I came from. I don't know why I'm trying to go for like a Moira Rose voice for this. I did not picture her having a Moira Rose voice, but I definitely feel like every time I try to talk as her, that's what's coming out. Could you imagine a 6'5" blue woman doing a Moira Rose impression? We got blessed! Uzi's here for it at least.
Now you can finally try and cancel out that Bane from Unalive Beaver from last stream.
I know, we haven't rolled yet. I feel like we need more rolling in this game.
I agree.
I need more rolls. Oh, wait. Okay. Never mind. I was about to completely derail this to talk about something completely not related to anything stream related, but I just looked over and noticed that things were moved around and it was throwing me off. But okay, tell me what Randy says.
Okay. Ribcage gives an almost imperceptible nod, and Rain smirks. Yet? What can I say? Every cloud has a platinum lining, Randy says with a grin. Um, you also ask Randy why he decided to make you the hero of it, and Randy's like, better to have a person on the inside with the captain.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you, Jaded.
look at me being so creative.
Okay, so got it. Okay, what we got next?
All right, so now if you haven't done so yet, you can ask Randy about what he planned for the crew, or you can ask Rain about their artificial limb, or if you're done with the conversation, you can say goodbye to the prisoners.
I know that I should ask questions. I kind of want to be done because the other questions don't really like feel like things that I would ask. But for the chat, I will continue asking questions so that we can learn more about this story. So I will ask what he was planning to do with the crew, though I'm pretty sure it was going to be leave them.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean, what to do with the crew? We were planning on
Yeah.
stranding them on that island. What do you mean?
You ask what Randy had planned for the rest of the crew stranded on the island. What more could you ask of me? He huffs. They had shelter. I left them with food and water that you would have found after a minute in the picnic basket. I even left them with enough fireworks that they could signal a passing ship.
See, he
Uh,
did
Ra-
more than I was expecting. He did even more. It could have just been leave them. What were you
yeah.
planning to do with those people you stranded? I was planning to strand them, obviously.
So you've learned that Randy is not completely heartless.
Unlike me, apparently.
Rain lays a sympathetic hand on the goblin's shoulder. Ribcage remains silent and impassive. I may be a thief, but I'm not a monster. Randy looks at his green hands and then up at the bugbear. No offense. Do you want to go
Is
ahead and
that
ask?
fantasy racism right there?
Probably.
I want to know, I guess, tell me about the arm. Rain, what's going
Let's
on
see
with your
here.
little metal doohickey?
You turn to Rain and ask about their missing limb. They're startled to be addressed so directly, and they avoid your eye as they search for an answer. Go ahead, Randy says, his tone surprisingly gentle. It's fine. I was in a shipwreck, Rain says slowly.
I don't care about your old arm. I want to know about the new arm.
Uh, I was in a shipwreck, Rain says slowly. Oh no, maybe he's gonna mention the new arm. We'll
I mean,
see.
I'm asking about the
We-
mechanical arm. I'm not
Yeah,
asking how'd you lose your arm. I want to know how you got
yeah.
magic mechanical arm.
Well, maybe we're gonna
Maybe I want to
discover.
chop an
We
arm off and get a magical mechanical arm instead. Who's your
we are going
artificer? Is your artificer your PCP?
we are going on a journey together, and maybe we're gonna learn the answer. Maybe
Okay.
not.
Wait, it's the answer was really I was in a shipwreck?
Uh, I Okay, that was the very beginning of what Rain was saying. Like
Oh,
they have not
okay.
finished their story.
Fine.
Like they were about to tell their story, and you're like, "That's not what I wanted."
Well, I don't care about the old arm, the boring old flesh arm. I want to know about the new arm.
All right. Uh, s- a storm rushed out at us from clear skies, and at the center of the storm, in the middle of all that rain and wind, the thunder and lightning, something came aboard. And I don't know if you've ever smelled a lightning strike, but that's what it smelled like.
I'm a
But
storm giant. And then I do lightning strike in my hand and I go, smells like not the story I asked for.
Rain cowers a little bit with a little bit of lightning strike, a little bit of PTSD there. Uh, whatever it was, it grabbed me and it was like the world lit up. Then it went dark. Rain lowers her head for a moment, and I woke up on some scabby little dinghy, looking up at this. Rain jerks a thumb at Randy, who purses her lips in parody of handsomeness. Rain also includes ribcage. And this, Harry
Is he
Oaf,
mewing?
sure, yes, Randy is mewing.
I hate it. Stop it, Randy.
Rain also includes ribcage. And this, Harry Oaf, they nursed me back to health and helped me cobble this together from spare parts and a stolen alchemist's kit.
Do you know what mewing is, though?
It's like, I think when you like person your cheeks and
Ew, you know. That's
isn't it?
gross. Yeah. I just found out what it was the other day, and I saw someone doing it, and I was like, okay. Okay, incel pop off. What's next?
Uh, Rain, Rain has a real gift for the mechanical, Randy says. Less so with people. Luckily, that's where I shine. Clearly spent from saying so much to you, Rain sits on the floor next to Ribcage with her knees against their chest. The bugbear's just to block the young sailor from view. Um, and I'm just telling this about yourself. You have nothing else to say to the prisoners. You
I
can
have
leave.
nothing else to say to the prisoners. That was nothing about a mechanical arm. It's literally
Wait!
the prompt. What?
Oh, I was reading the next part.
Oh. The prompt was literally ask Rain about the mechanical arm, and
I mean,
instead he what? Or
they
what are
told you
their
about the
pronouns?
mechanical arm.
What they say about the mechanical arm?
Let's. So the nurse me back to health and helped me cobble this together from spare parts and a
Oh,
stolen alchemist's kit.
okay, okay. It was a very boring story, Rain. I stopped listening halfway through.
You
Okay.
ask them about a traumatic life event, essentially,
I
and then
didn't
you're
ask
like,
him about the
I'm not
traumatic
going to
life
pay
event.
attention to you.
I don't care about the. Well, I didn't ask about the traumatic life event. I didn't ask how they lost their arm. That's the thing. Is I don't care how you lost your arm. It could have been that you just decided, oh, a robot arm's pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna chop off my arm and have a robot arm. That would have been fine, and it wasn't what I asked.
Oh. Um, Rain is even more depressed after hearing all that.
And then I walk away. Like stomp away. I didn't
Wait!
ask about your little your old arm.
Wait! Randy cries out, reaching between the bars. I just have to know. What happened? Why did the anchor drop? Ribcage and Rain both show studied indifference, but their curiosity is almost another person in the brig. You can either tell the mutineers about the egg jammed into the windlass, or tell them nothing and leave.
Magic. And I walk away and leave.
So you're choosing to tell them nothing?
Yeah. Only I'm changing it from saying nothing to saying magic and then walking away.
You refuse to tell the prisoners what foiled their hijacking of the ship. You don't believe that the egg itself somehow dropped the anchor, but no one else was aboard.
I don't
So
believe that.
you don't.
I think I do believe that. The egg is literally roaming all around this ship all on its own. I think it can't drop a damn anchor. I don't. Obvious Mimic, I love you. But you don't know me. You don't know me. Don't tell me what I think. Okay, let's go.
So the question keeps going around in your head. How did the egg lodge itself in the anchor release?
Magic! So I actually told them the truth.
Now this is cruel and unusual punishment, you know. Brady calls out from behind you as you leave.
I smirk as I walk away, tilt my imaginary hat. I'm pretending that I have Saphira's large brim hat on and go, heh. But I don't have it, so I'm just moving my hand like I did.
Uh, as you emerge from the
Who wants me
conversation
for
with
their actual play? Who wants me for their actual play? Any takers? Any takers?
the Albuquerque LARPing group does. As you emerge from the conversation with the prisoners below deck, the crew is making final preparations to weigh anchor and resume your journey. Everything is working properly without your input. The captain's at the helm, Saphira nowhere to be seen, and Francis seems to be learning a simple knot from a sailor sit cross-legged on the deck.
Crisscross applesauce. At the crisscross applesauce on the poop deck.
As they sit crisscross eating applesauce on the poop deck.
No, they're doing knots.
They can
They're
multitask.
not.
They are
They're
multitasking.
not eating applesauce. Not with a
Uh,
K that time, get it?
are they eating garlic knots?
No,
No.
they are not. Move on!
All right. You finally have a chance to lean against the gunwale, let the salt spray hit your face, and watch the sunset into the ocean in a splash of color as bright as any tropical fish. Gain the benefits of a short rest.
Okay. I'm confused about some of the stuff because like maybe I could have gotten into a fight with them, but I'm like I feel
Mm,
like they give me rests when I'm like I haven't even rolled on anything. What would I have
yeah,
like why do I need to rest? Am I just picking the bad choices?
you are definitely avoiding damage. from some sort of unknown
Not
source.
psychic damage. I'm giving everybody that pops in here for more than 5 seconds psychic damage. Poor Richard, poor Jaded's gonna need to go to therapy after this.
I mean, I don't think that's the case because of you, but
I helped.
all right. So you gain the benefits of short rest,
Cool.
which probably doesn't matter because
Also,
you haven't.
okay, while I'm short resting, because I haven't actually introduced a major character to the campaign yet, because I keep forgetting about them, but as I'm resting, I'm using that time to do an hour long. I'm using an hour to do a ritual spell to do Find Familiar, and I'm summoning my little friend Biggie Smalls, the tiniest little eagle you've ever seen. It is the cutest little tiny eagle with like gray and white feathers, white head, gray feathers going down its wings. Our beautiful little Biggie Smalls, the eagle. And I just want to have Biggie Smalls with me now. They just perch on my shoulder throughout all of these events.
Okay, cool.
I could add Biggie Smalls to my mini. I should
You
do that
could.
later. I forgot you can put familiars on there.
Something you can do tonight.
True.
Uh, all right. So you summon this beautiful eagle
I
that.
didn't say beautiful.
Okay, I am the narrator. I get to decide that it's beautiful, and it is
Okay,
beautiful.
to be fair, okay, everybody. Jaded's saying beautiful, but if you ever look at a character that Jaded's made, is it beautiful?
Goodbye.
Green skin, purple hair.
Oh, it's fine. Before the sun's color has fully left the sky, dinner is called out, and all the non-essential crew members leave their posts and go down into the mess hall. You can follow the crew or skip dinner and remain above the deck.
No, I'm getting that food.
Okay, so you follow the crew.
I'm never skipping food day.
You descend to see what's on the menu for tonight. As you look for a seat,
I
there are
hope it's
none
gruel
available.
again.
We'll see. As you look for a seat, there are none available except at the captain's table. Luckily, he beckons you to join him.
He saved it for me.
I think he's got a thing for you.
He better. I got at least 3 things for him.
Oh my. Well, I'm gonna show to players Captain Solaris
Look at
again.
that cutie patootie Captain Solaris. We love him. He does need to have some socks on. That is kind of weird. He doesn't have any socks on with his shoes.
Ah. As you move through the ranks of
Are they
sailors at their
sandals?
benches,
I don't think they're sandals. You can't. I do think you could see through it, but I don't think there's a technically be sandals. If he was wearing
uh,
sandals, he should not
they
have
are.
socks.
They're not sandals, but they're shoes.
Yeah. So now
So
his feet are all sweaty, rubbing up against that leather. Well, hopefully it's pleather.
maybe wearing ankle socks.
Yeah, exactly. Like an ankle sock, like a low
Okay.
rise sock.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. I'm going to wait, give me a minute. I gotta check my spells real quick. Can I summon socks? Real quick. Real quick. Oh no, no, I can't. I was going to at least see if I could do an illusion of some socks, but I don't have anything that could even do illusions of socks. What lame spells? I can't even make illusions of socks. What am I
Womp
doing?
womp. Time to re-roll and start this adventure again.
Oh yes.
As you move through the ranks of sailors at their benches, you hear the men grumbling about the cook's fare compared to their snacks on the beach. Some lament that they ever had to leave these golden sands, or those golden sands. Others gag down the goop in their bowls. You try not to listen and breathe through your nose.
Captain Solaris, after this, do you want to go gag on my goop?
Oh, the captain sits alone at the head table when you join them, or join him. There are 3 place settings with plates and glassware. Each contains a whole fried fish, one with a hook and line still in its mouth, a neat mound of rice with flakes of dried seaweed, and a side of boiled vegetables again. As you sit, the captain points at the seat next to you. Lady Zafira has opted to dine in her cabin today. I hope you'll deliver her meal when dinner is over.
I'm
Captain Sol-
security, not a butler, not food service. I didn't sign up to DoorDash this bitch.
but you'll do it for Captain Solaris,
I don't
do
do
you think?
anything to make a man happy.
Captain Solaris then rises and chimes his knife against his glass.
Oh my.
He has to repeat the action several times before the crew finally quiets and turns their attention to him.
He literally has booming voice.
Yeah. I thank you all for your pardon, our wonderfully successful first excursion of the voyage, he says brightly to a chorus of grumbles and even a few boos.
Boo.
Uh,
I was the one of the boos.
and while we have room for improvement on the next outing, like not having an attempted mutiny, I'm delighted with the final result. He raises his glass in a toast to the crew. As they half-heartedly raise their mugs back to him, a massive peal of thunder rips through the air, and the whole ship lurches violently to starboard. Many sailors and their foul-smelling dinners are thrown to the floor. Fortunately, you are propped up by the captain, ooh la la, who falls to the floor instead.
I fall right between his legs. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh my.
The narrator said you rose, but
A gust of wind blasts through the mess hall,
I was like, cut me off. Cut me off. Hurry up. Keep it moving.
working on it. A gust of wind blasts through the mess hall, starting from the door leading above deck. You take to your feet and rush back through the crew to emerge into the open air under rapidly darkening skies. Thunder crashes and lightning splits the suddenly darkened sky. You try to get to your feet, but find the ship roiling on the waves. It takes you a moment to find your balance on the unwieldy ship, steadying yourself enough to search out the source of this unnatural storm. Wind and rain whip your face so sharply, you need to check to see if your cheek is bleeding. A crack of thunder loud enough that you feel it rattle your very bones booms as lightning illuminates the scene. Lightning elemental off the starboard bow! Cries a panicked voice.
Oh.
A vaguely humanoid figure hovers in the air just off the railing. It seems to be made of the very storm itself, a body of connected circling tempests, flashing and shimmering with silver clouds. It approaches the Sundancer and alights on the deck. Arcs of lightning land smoking on the wooden planks and flicker across the sea spray puddling there. The crew pours out the belly of the ship and freezes at the sight of the creature casting a menacing gaze over the deck. Uh, nope, one of them yells. That's it, I'm done. Let's see. That's how I was going to try and share the elemental picture, but I don't think I have a good way to do that.
Oh no. Wait, is it not listed with the characters?
Or I'm like, I have it, but I think maybe I tried to define it as an enemy, and I think it's just going to try and share their
Stat block?
uncreated. Yeah, I think it's going to try and share their stat block that I did not fill out.
Oh, well then try to share it.
Okay, lightning elemental. Okay, try to
Okay, there
share
we
it.
are. I can go to bio and info and we get the little elemental. Look at how elemental it is.
I mean, I think we're leaning towards the combat, so I think you'll get to see it in a smaller version. But
Oh yeah, I can't wait to smash its smaller version.
okay, so nope. One of them yells, "That's it, I'm done." The lone sailor sprints for the longboat, and his good sense shakes his crewmates loose of their shock. They scatter like roaches in lamplight to leave the Captain Solaris standing alone to realize for himself what's happening. In moments, you hear the splash of the longboats over the gale and shouts receding out over the open ocean. Lady Saphira! He yells before sprinting back the way he came. His cry draws the attention of the elemental, who starts floating over the deck toward where the captain disappeared below. Uh, you can engage the elemental directly, look for a way to distract the beast, find a place on the deck to hide and bide your time, or escape into the water.
Escape into the water. Oh, okay. I kind of want to do that, but I don't think I should. Um, mm, I'm not gonna escape into the water. I want to escape into the
Okay.
water. Should I escape into the water? Do I want to escape into the water? What do you think?
I'm going to let you come up
I
with a
kind of want to
decision on
fight
your
it in
own.
the water. Is what my idea was. Cause like I'm a
Uh,
druid of the sea. I have like I can swim and stuff.
well, maybe you can engage it directly, and then you can jump into the water afterward to
Yeah,
try
let's
and get
engage it
the.
directly. I want to engage it immediately. And since I'm choosing to engage it and not run away or something, will you let me cast Shillelagh as I'm going in?
Okay, so you're. Let's see what pops up, but I will say that you should be able to cast Shillelagh before things start. Although I think you can cast it as a bonus action.
Yeah, but then I can't do another bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay. So engage the elemental directly. Let me get to that page real quick.
I guess it also depends on if I beat it in initiative or not.
Okay. The elemental stalks the deck, letting fly little bolts of lightning at random objects. Its stormy maw flashing in fury. Okay, you already said you were going to engage it directly, but you can engage the elemental directly in hand-to-hand combat. At any point in the fight, you can try to distract the elemental, or if you successfully use a spell or ability that pushes the elemental at least 10 feet, we go to a certain page. So
Oh wait, so if I cast an ability that pushes it at least 10 feet, that does something different?
I guess so. It says if you successfully use a spell or ability that pushes the elemental at least 10 feet, it says to go to a page. So I don't know what that's going to involve.
Does it sound like I do it now, or does it sound like I do it in combat?
Like, I assume that it's when you're in combat.
Okay. Because I was
That
gonna say,
is
if
what
I
I'm
get that
guessing.
option now, I actually have a lot of knockback spells.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that it's going to be in combat, but
Okay. So definitely
uh,
keep that in mind, because I will definitely be knocking back. Well, trying to.
okay, so you're going to engage
Yep.
directly. So I'm going to pull us to this new version of the ship that has the elemental. Where do you think it seemed like the elemental was going to be? Like, it
Said it
seems,
was going towards, it was like going to the deck of the ship, which I guess I would
which,
kind of imagine being like the middle bit. Yeah.
so like right here, or you're thinking like right here where the
I
grate
mean, it's probably
is?
off to the side still. I mean, you pick. You're God.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna put the storm elemental here. So I guess we are in combat, so let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay.
And you did already cast Shillelagh.
Well, let's roll
Or
for initiative, because if they beat me in initiative, then it would make sense for
true.
me to get to do the spell.
Okay, they rolled a 16 and they also have a +3 to initiative, so that is a 19.
I don't think I'm gonna get the jump on him.
Okay.
Nope, I did not. I rolled a 7, and I think I just have a +2. So yeah, only a 9. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so I did not get a jump ahead on him.
Okay. So I think each cube is 5 things of movement, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so one. So it's gonna pull up here. Um, but just so you know, it does have illumination, so they shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light in an additional 30 foot.
Okay.
Let's see. So they are going to, I guess the action is called touch. So they're going to try
Oh,
and touch you.
oh, okay, touch me.
So let's go ahead and roll to see if they hit. Okay. They rolled a 3, +5 to hit, so that is 8.
That is not high
Did,
enough.
did it just re-roll on me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still a 3. So 3 plus 5 is 8, so it does not hit.
Okay. So what? Or is your turn over?
So I believe so. Let me just read the stat block real quick to make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, so I think their turn is over then.
Okay, and there's storm elemental. I assume I can tell from looking at it.
Lightning elemental.
Lightning elemental. Okay.
Hmm.
So that does kind of mess me up a little bit. I will say that I am going to start off by casting Gust of Wind. So what it does is it pushes back and it does a strength save. So I can make like a small cone. So I'm actually going to move slightly. Oop, wrong button.
Okay.
I can't move my
Y-
icon.
Okay, you want me to move it then? I'm not sure why you can't move it, but let me
Uh, let me.
see if I
Where's
have
my
any.
character? There she is.
Are you dragging them onto the thing?
Yep. If you can get rid of the
Okay.
other one.
Okay. That one's been removed. I think you might need to shrink your thing a little bit, but
I still can't move it.
that's so weird.
There we are. How do I shrink it?
Okay. When you click on it, let me see if I can. Okay, I went ahead and shrank it.
Okay, so I'm going to push it, and I'm going to try to push it this way, and it is
Okay.
a it's 10 feet wide by 60 feet long, pushes 15 foot away, strength save. So that means you're going to be rolling, and it's only a spell
Okay.
DC of 13.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what that all means. I will say
So roll a dice.
so. They got a 3,
Okay, and what
and
is the creature's strength modifier or strength save modifier? There should
it
be regular modifiers, there should be saves.
it does not have it does not have specifically save. I just see strength 10 with a plus
Okay,
0.
then we'll
So
just use it. Unless they have proficiency, it's just going to be the same as their regular modifier. So a plus 0,
okay,
so you did just roll a 3, which means that you get pushed back 15. Uh,
15 feet.
yeah, so I would say.
Are
Uh,
you able to move that token? Maybe you can.
I don't know. Let's see. I can.
So if you want to move that
Actually,
15
can
feet.
you move it and I'll do the roller?
Okay.
So,
So like right here,
can
or
you
does it
see
need?
my roller?
I do see a roller.
Yeah, so that's 15 feet from where it is. So move it.
Like at where the arrow is.
Yeah, move it to the. It's moving from one side of the
Okay.
arrow to the other.
Okay, that seems like it because it seemed like you were doing the upper corner of it versus.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so it's pushed that far away. It is still technically on the ship. I'm going to then. I used 5 movement, so I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So block it off right there. And I'm going to bonus action yeah, it's a cantrip. So I'm going to bonus action Shillelagh,
Okay.
I think.
And
Let me just double check my spells real quick. Make sure that's what I want to do. Actually, no, I'm going to wild shape, and I want to wild shape into a oh no, I don't want to wild shape into any of those. I don't have a good one for this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with bonus action Shillelagh. I was
okay.
gonna say I need something that I can still push the enemy away with, and I don't have any good pusher things.
Okay. So is that the end of your turn then?
Yep.
All right. So
Did just realized I probably shouldn't have ran up to it because I think it gets disadvantage on movement or gets its movement cut if it walks against my wind. Yeah, and spin two,
oh,
so it has half movement if it moves closer to me, or if it moves in like the away. So the way that I pushed it, if it moves that direction, it has half movement.
okay. But is the wind still going?
Yes,
Okay. So
it is a
and
concentration spell.
okay, and you said its movement is halved.
Yep, if it's moving against the wind.
Okay. Because I think it's going to attempt to move to the left here. So that's 5, 10, 15. Is this still against the wind?
I can't see it till you move it,
Oh,
move it.
okay. So you get
But
5, 10. So it's moving to the left. 10,
okay, yeah,
15,
okay, yeah, I would say if it's 30 movement,
20.
that would probably be. How much
Okay.
movement does it have?
So that's 50 feet of movement.
Okay,
So that's 20. Then so 25.
is it moving away from me?
So it's been moving around you.
Okay, well that one kind of looked like it moved away, but okay, come on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So now it is going to attempt to touch you after that.
Also, what's
It
the
rolled.
intelligence for this thing?
Um, I mean, I guess it does not have. Like, how can I? Oh, it has a. It does not have much intelligence, so maybe that was not the right move for it.
Okay, I'm like, do
So,
think about like you can't be too strategic.
all
I mean, I
right.
guess you can, but it wouldn't make sense for it to be too
So,
strategic.
okay, I'm going to agree that it's not very smart. So it's actually just going to stay here where it was, and it's going to attack you. I agree with that.
Okay.
So it is rolled a 14 plus a 5, so a 19 to hit.
Wait, how does it have a 5 this time? Didn't it have a 3 last time?
No, 3 to initiative, 5 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Last last time when it tried to hit, it rolled a 3 and got a +5.
Why do these things have to have so? Why are all of the obvious mimic things so high on their hit? I'm gonna only be able to play clerics at this rate. Okay, so yeah, it hits.
Okay, so it hits. So it's gonna do 5 plus 1. Oh, sorry, I think I was getting confused. So I can either do 5 damage or 1d6 plus 2 lightning damage. So do you want to just do
5.
this 5? Okay.
Also,
So,
I pushed it back. Um, did you read whatever it is when it gets pushed back 10 feet?
oh, I did not. Okay. So, so we're gonna get to that page real quick.
Okay. Watch it end up being that it like just immediately eats your character.
You knock the lightning elemental off balance and stun it momentarily as the creature sails a graceful. this is weird. Like, you didn't push it enough to do that, but
What?
you knock the lightning elemental off balance and stun it momentarily as the creature sails a graceful arc into the ocean. In a flash and a bang, its electrical energies discharge. The air around the ship stills almost immediately, and the sky begins to clear. The sharp tang of ozone hangs heavy in the air when suddenly you feel a heavy blow to the back of your head that knocks you overboard. And as the water rushes up to greet you, everything goes dark. So I guess that's the end of combat.
Are you kidding me? I'll take the 5 damage. Okay, I'm taking my health back up to max since that should have happened before
Yeah.
you attacked. Okay, I not. Well, that also means I
Or
did not use Shillelagh, so I did not bonus action. I don't think it'll
okay.
really matter, but okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Why do we keep
That's just
ending these
silly.
combats immediately? All the combats just they're never an actual combat. Unless we want to just
Yeah.
pretend that I don't know. No, just go.
Okay. Um you regain consciousness slowly, and in the process try to reach up and check your head for injury. But you quickly find that your hands are bound behind you around a wooden pillar. Manacles rattle and weigh your wrists down painfully. You can smell the stink of the warped wood and wet hair. Eventually, the world stops swimming around you and things slowly start to make sense. You're in the belly of a ship, the brig, if the cage around you is anything to go by. The door to your cell seems damaged and it swings loosely open, squeaking as the ship's roll makes it move on rusted hinges. On the other side of the bars, you see a wet mess of cloth and rope that you recognize as your hammock and cargo netting. Your gear has been stowed in the cargo net again, so you're still on the Sun Dancer. You test your restraints again and feel that you're able to move your arms a little further than you thought. You don't have to you don't have total control, but it's better than nothing. As you fidget, you become aware of a strange object wedged between your tied hands. With some contortion, you're able to manipulate the offending item and see what's in your hands. It's a fierce, lustrous jewel egg, humming with heat.
Hot.
It, it, nope, just warm.
Ah,
It just sits there, warm, silent, and after a moment begins to rumble as if it is aware of your attention is on it. A couple of taps to its outer shell don't give away any of its secrets. It remains just as mysterious until it settles down in your palm once again. You can listen to your surroundings, try to deal with the locks on the manacles. You can try to physically break the manacles open, or you can do nothing and see what happens.
um. So what I want to do might count as trying to break them open, but I don't want to. I'm not trying to do it with strength. So keeping that in mind, I think. Oh, we gotta hydrate. Thanks, Susie.
Oh,
Um.
and a posture check.
Yes,
Yep, my
posture
posture is
that
awful.
check. Okay, what I want to do is I think I want to try to wild shape into a into something. What do I want to wild shape into? Um, I my smallest wild shape is a cat, so I think I want to try to wild shape into a cat to like get out of the like become smaller so that I'm no longer like I don't fit into the manacles anymore. So essentially,
Okay,
what I want you
so
to do is I want you to see if breaking out of the manacles is actually an option. And if it is, I
okay,
don't want to do a strength check. I want to just wild shape.
okay. So breaking the manacles open, you're going to consider just sneaking out with smaller paws.
Yeah.
Okay. What the heck? Okay. Sorry, it seemed like it wasn't going to load for a second.
But I'm also like, if it's like it's impossible to, if it's not possible for that to work, I'm like, well, I
Uh,
guess we don't have a storyline to follow to what I do next because then technically I can probably just slide out of the entire cage and be good to go.
yeah, so it looks like it will have you roll an athletics check. So if you want, we can say that you shapeshifted and that was successful.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then yes. I
Uh,
want to break out of the manacles by shapeshifting into a kitty cat.
you shapeshift into a kitty cat, and you feel the manacles slide away off of your little cute little kitty
Kitty what?
limbs.
My
I
cute
was
little
gonna say
kitty what?
claws.
Okay.
I was gonna say claws, but I meant to say kitty limbs because it's sliding up, or paws. But slides off your. Uh,
It slides off.
yes, it slides off. Um, and then are you going to be transferring back? I'm not sure how to properly read this, but
I mean, not if I don't have to.
all right. Originally, it said you rub some circulation back into the muscles of your arms and shoulders, so after your exertion,
I
but
do
throughout to
little
be
kitty
free.
stretches.
So,
I go up to the wall and I go, just stretch.
uh, I was gonna say you do some stretches like that, and then you also start licking your paw to try and massage your little kitty arms, uh, trying to make it feel better. Um, though your kitty paws are tingling slightly. You definitely scoop up the jeweled egg in your mouth, like you would with
Hopefully, it's got like
uh,
a strap or something on it.
yeah, like a little cat toy. I mean, if you look at the egg, it does look like it has like additional
Embellishments.
yeah, embellishment that I think you can maybe pick it up like with your teeth. And you definitely scoop up the jeweled egg that was with you and stow it on your person somewhere unobvious, like in your mouth. Go ahead and add the jeweled egg to your inventory.
Yay, jeweled egg! Pop up, jeweled egg. Is there anything I need to know about the jeweled
So,
egg?
let's. I don't see any additional information on this page, so
Okay, I got jeweled egg.
okay. And then the light from the porthole is suddenly eclipsed. At the door to the brig is a figure so large they barely fit beneath the ceiling. They're hunched over so as to not hit their head, meaning their face is pushed forward into yours. You are met with the gaze of an 8-foot bugbear. Its ribcage. You have to wonder what's going to happen to you next. You realize you have now traded places with the ribcage since you were both in this room together, with you being on the inside of the brig and him on the outside, though he gives no indication of finding this amusing. He does raise an eyebrow at the manacles on the floor as he moves to block the broken cell door. He beckons you to go with him. You can go with Ribcage, push past him to go yourself, or attack him.
Why can't I ask him? I guess he doesn't really talk. Let's go with him. I'm gonna go shift out of kitty cat form and properly put the egg away and go with.
Okay. Ribcage allows you to collect your things, but keeps a close eye on you throughout. He then gestures forward for you to go above deck and escorts you up, silent but courteous. He follows you onto the deck and into the sunlight. The sun is blinding as you merge onto the deck. The bugbear lets you go, but stays close behind, suggesting that any funny business is a bad idea. He's found an enormous warhammer, so large it could only belong to him, and he now carries the weapon strapped to his back. As your eyes adjust, a familiar voice rings out across the ship, though with more authority than you thought possible.
Randy.
Well, that worked out to our advantage, Captain, Rain is saying to a small figure in a large hat, even though it might not have gone exactly to plan. I'm guessing this is Randy. A plan is simply a guess you write down. Fortune is when planning meets opportunity. How
Fair enough.
fortunate that we not really telling me who's saying this, but how fortunate that we met lightning elementals on the open ocean. Victory is in the opportunities found in problems, Randy says with a grin. And a wise goblin will make more opportunities than he finds. Ribcage makes a sound somewhere between a grunt and a belch, attracting the attention of Rain and the other figure on deck. Uh, what about our passengers? Rain asks while nodding in your direction. Why are we keeping them around? Two reasons, the little figure says. Ransom for starters, but that's secondary. We will we will part the good lady Saphira from her egg so that can lead us to Oki Island. So then where's the egg? So many questions today, child. Finally, the small figure on deck turns towards you. Maybe you have some insights for us. Though you couldn't believe your ears, you now must believe your eyes. The captain before you is Randy. You must blurt out his name because Rain is quick to correct you. That's Captain or Captain Sharpsmile from now on, Rain says
I
sharply.
told you.
You told me what?
I told you the goblin was Randy on
So
the main thing, and isn't it Captain Sharp Smile?
it is Captain Sharpsmile.
Look at me. See,
I was
obvious mimic, you don't know what's going on in my head.
alright, so showing to players.
I knew that was Randy. Just look at him. That face is screaming, Randy.
But I do like I was even thinking like before we got to this point, for not having a token, like Randy has a lot of like lines and stuff and a lot of story.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we're Captain Sharpsmile from now on, Rain says sharply.
Okay, Randy.
Then more quietly to the captain. I never could get used to calling you Randy. I prefer Randall anyway, the captain says with a smile.
Okay, Randy.
Oh, I feel like I want to make you roll for something for continuously calling him Randy, but I'm not sure
We'll
what.
see how it goes.
I'm gonna say Randy tries to just do like a quick like prick into your skin to do like just a little bit of damage. So go ahead and
Are you
so go
are
ahead
you
and roll.
trying to roll initiative?
I guess it wasn't gonna be
Think
initiative. It was just
ahead. You think I'm just going to let that happen?
well, I
I'm
was
gonna
going
gust to
to.
wind all these little bitches off this ship. Like, get to the
Okay,
dialogue, Jaded.
okay,
Thanks for
fine.
trying, though. Yeah, I'm not letting this little goblin
Yes.
try to hurt me. I will gust to wind all these little bitches off this damn ship.
Uh, so, adventurer, any idea where we might find my egg? The noble lady locked in her cabin was quite distraught to find it missing. Or, sorry, that's not Randy's voice. The noble lady locked in her cabin was quite distraught to find it missing. I must admit that I feel the same. You look around the deck between Rain, Ribcage, and Randy, not Captain Sharpsmile.
Told you.
Uh, if you have the jeweled egg in your inventory, we'll go to one page. If not, we'll go.
Wait, how do you
Did,
not have it?
maybe you could have been still shackled and.
Um, yeah, okay. So yeah, go to the
Okay.
page where I have it. I got it.
And wait for the page to load.
I can't wait
Uh,
for you to get me Taco Bell.
oh, okay. You still have Saphira's egg tucked away safely on your person. There's no way you can keep it hidden if you're searched, but it may give you some leverage. You can hand over the egg or say nothing and keep it.
How's that leverage? I'm gonna say
I
nothing
don't.
and keep it, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, how do I leverage it if I give it away or don't leverage it? Like, I like how it's like you could leverage it. Would you like to not leverage it, or alternatively, also not leverage it?
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, but
Uh,
I assume if I keep it on me and don't hand it over, that I will have the best possible outcome, hopefully.
at the very least, gain inspiration.
Yeah, I'm inspiring, bitch.
You say nothing, leaving the egg hidden on your person. No? The captain asks. That's a shame. We can't set course for Okiayo without knowing where it is. That little bauble is supposed to be the key I've been missing all these years. At the mention of Oki Island, you feel the egg heat up and maybe even start to rock a little. That could just be the movement of the ship, however. Rain, if you wouldn't mind searching the ship, uh, Captain Randy says to the younger crew member who nods. And Ribcage, please search our friend here.
You can try, Ribcage.
Ribcage also nods and growls as he advances on you. He reaches one heavy hand toward you, but before you have a chance to respond, there's a loud thud at your feet. Ah, there it is! The
Welcome
captain
back,
calls out.
Unalive Beaver.
Yes, welcome back.
Yes, I'm going to puke and then gust of wind it into the enemy's face to work as a blind attack. And a
Uh,
stink cloud, all in one.
okay, sorry, we can't go off the rails.
Fine.
There it is! The captain calls out. Sneaky! Yeah, the makings of a pirate! Go ahead and remove the jeweled egg from your inventory.
Wait, how did they get it?
It dropped out.
Oh,
Like
damn, my
it
fumbly
said,
little fingers. They
it said,
suck.
but before you have a chance to respond, there's a loud thud at your feet. Remember, this egg seems to have a mind of your own.
Yeah, but I also have hands. What
Unalive
good
Beaver,
are you? What are you doing to me?
Unalive Beaver says, as a DM, I'd allow it.
Yep.
So, Unalive Beaver is gonna pop in here real quick and gonna narrate this.
Unalive Beaver, DM a game for us. Let's get Nerdy in here. Nerdy, you, me, Unalive Beaver. See if Uzi wants to join. Let's do it. Okay, we got
Like, if
like
I knew,
15 minutes left if we want to try to find the next stopping point.
okay, but I will say, like, if I knew what was going on, like, I'd try and allow stuff like that. But
Yeah,
because,
like part of me is like, do you have the stat blocks, Jaded? Because if you have the stat
so,
blocks, we can make up our own story. But if you don't have the stat blocks, that's going to be a
I
problem.
no, I do
Everybody
not have the
gets
stat
the earth
blocks,
element, the lightning elemental stat block. That's just across the board, everyone's stat block.
and they all dissipate in the ocean.
Yes, and I continuously get knocked out.
By the way, I'm assuming that's what you were gonna push them in the ocean to have that happen anyway.
To have
Is
what
that what you're
happen?
aiming for? To have them essentially get completely wiped out.
No, I didn't think that it would necessarily do that. I wanted to at least get him off of the boat because I was trying to protect the boat. Um,
Okay.
because I can fight in the water. So it's like if I can get it into the water, then I can still fight it. But I can
See,
also make sure no one else is going to be in my way.
okay. Because at first I thought you were hopping in the water. You were gonna hop into the water and expected to try and follow and fight you. But I will say, like in the stat block, aside from where it like made us do it in the page, it did say if it touches like water, like the ocean or like a lightning rod or something, it would immediately dissipate and go to 0 health.
Oh, even
So,
better.
so you would have ended up with that anyway once
So
you managed
technically,
to push
I
it in.
did beat it in one hit. I unalived
Yeah,
the enemy in one hit with a non-damaging attack.
yeah. Like the only thing that I had a problem with was like it didn't give an opportunity for it to like not be close enough to the edge, but
Okay, I like that. Okay, I'll take that. Normally, I'm the one that gets knocked out in the first move of combat, but I knocked it out in the first move of combat with a non-damaging attack. Love it.
Yeah, so like effectively your goal, even though that was not what you were aiming for, it would have resulted in the same situation. So
Okay, so the me getting hit was completely separate from that.
yeah, like I'm assuming that even when you like if you would have taken it out some other way,
It
it
probably
probably
would
would
have
have
ended
led
the
to the
same way.
same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Railroad.
Real
Okay,
quick,
so my
improvise.
egg thuds. I lose it.
Okay. Yes. So instead of grabbing you, Ribcage scoops up the egg that has somehow fallen on the deck and hands it to the captain. Uh, do you mind if I call him Captain Sharp Smile, or do you want me to keep
Call
changing
him
it to
whatever you
Randy?
want. I'm the one that was not calling him
Okay.
that. I'm going to keep calling him Randy. You call him whatever you want.
Captain Sharp Smile turns the egg over in his hands, examining it from every possible angle. If lost, return to Oki Island, he reads aloud. Lost in thought, he still asks, uh, Ribcage, I take it our other guests are still in their cabin? The grapefruit nods his head. Randy doesn't say anything at first. He seems to be absorbed in staring at the egg and searching for more clues that he doesn't find. He takes off his hat for a moment and checks it for inscriptions as well, but is disappointed when he finds nothing. Ugh, nobles, the captain says finally. You go through all the trouble of setting them up uncomfortably to be ransomed off, and they can't even be bothered to come say hello. Honestly, it's just impolite. Captain? Rain says, raising an eyebrow gently but respectfully, prompting him that you're still listening. Right, yes. As my dutiful young charge has said, I'm the captain and in charge of this commandeered vessel to be granted a new name, the Rapier Wit, and you owe me your life. You can ask why you owe him your life. You can ask why Saphira is in her cabin. Uh, you can ask if you can leave. Or to skip any preamble and agree to join Randy's search for Oki Island, we can go a different route.
Can I leave? I was going to do the first one, but I'm like, wait, can I leave? Can I
So
go?
you're gonna ask
I
if you
can
can
turn
leave.
into a fish, and I'll just swim from here. It's fine.
Okay, let's see here. The captain shrugs and looks out to the ocean. The smiles of nothing in every direction, no land or reprieve in sight, just open blue sea. If you want, but the longboats are gone. You're on your own if you do, my friend. So I will give you the option to leave, but that'll be the end of the adventure.
I was gonna say, I wild shape into a giant crab, quickly snatch the egg, and then jump into the water and swim away.
Um,
And then I go to Oki Island on my own for all of the treasure. Okay, I guess I
uh,
won't, and I'll go back and I'll ask him that other thing.
why you owe him your life?
Yeah, why do I owe you my life? Snip, snap,
You
crab
asked
will
the
break an egg. Oh no. I'm very dainty. I'm very dainty with my claws.
you asked the question, and the goblin throws his head back and laughs. It's a reedy, scratching sort of chuckle, and it reminds you of nails on a chalkboard. Well, you didn't climb out of the ocean sudden and unconscious by yourself, did you? You would have fed the fish or worse, turtles maybe.
I'm literally a druid of the sea. I grew up in the sea. I think I'd be fine. Maybe I made a character that's too good for this setting.
I mean, unconscious you can't shapeshift, so I
I'd
would
have been
say that.
fine. Can I breathe underwater? I don't. Is there
I,
underwater breath? I actually don't know what level underwater breath is. I should look that up.
you follow up with asking why Randy was on the Sundancer in the first place.
Yeah, why are you on the Sundancer in the first place, Randy?
Because we were going to rob you. There was a lot of treasure on the ship, wasn't there? But now I've come up with an even better idea. Keep the treasure and get rid of the lady. After all, she ought to be worth a pretty penny and with a former captain of this vessel, too. I'm not actually sure you're worth anything, though, so we might as well give you a chance on board. You're welcome.
Mm, I
Hi.
agreed with you until you said I wasn't worth anything, because I would definitely. I'll save it for our next combat.
All right. So now you have the option of asking why Saphira's in her cabin, or
Oh, it's a level 3 spell. Dang, that's high. Um, why is Saphira in the? Well, we already know why Saphira's in the cabin. What's the other one? To like be done?
uh, yeah, be done.
Okay, be done.
Okay. Uh, you're coming with us then. Splendid! Randy shouts, clapping his hands back together. Real quick, I do like how they started referring to him as Randy again. Well, make yourself useful. We don't bite much, except for Ribcage, actually, so don't irritate him. The bugbear next to you growls. You take a side step away. Uh, it's another day or two to get to the bay. If you're in a nuisance, then it won't be a problem. The goblin's eyes glitter like gold, the gold teeth in his wry smile, and a hand rests casually on the sword at his hip. But if you are a nuisance, I'll gut you from neck to navel, eh? So behave. Uh, Behind him, Ribcage folds his arms and curls a lip at you. Captain Sharp Smile turns from you and makes his way to the helm of the ship. He caresses the wheel for a moment before calling out to Rain to weigh an anchor. The ship gets underway with you and Ribcage still staring at each other down on the deck. Um, and it says, gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yay, a long rest. I get my spell slot back.
So, do you want to end here then?
Yeah, let's end here. And I'm just going to end it with, as he says, don't be a problem. I'm going to cross my arms and do that meme of, I'll be the whole damn problem. And, yeah, okay, so good. We're done. Gosh, I love D&D. Sometimes there is so much text. This was a very text-heavy section. And like
Yeah.
I don't think I only even had the option to roll once. And I ended up not rolling because I just wild shaped out of the bindings. So like this was an
Yeah.
entire an entire thing where I didn't roll anything except initiative. That's the only roll
Oh,
I got to do the entire session.
hey, you got to
Boo.
roll to see if your gust,
No, you
or
rolled
no, that I
that.
had to roll it. Dang.
I literally only rolled initiative. I didn't roll anything else the entire session. And you only rolled
Yeah.
two things or three things. You did an
Yeah, but
attack. Had initiative, and attack, and then your save.
yeah. Which do you want to note that you still have a Bane and then two blesses from Uzi?
Yes, Bane to blesses. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's session. Jaded's going to go get some Taco Bell, and I'll be back in an hour for some word games. What's everyone up to? Is anyone still here? Did everyone go to bed?
Real quick. Uh,
If I want to roll. Ooh, what are we rolling? 14 or higher to avoid another Bane? Oh, okay, okay. Do I get modifiers? What is my modifier to avoid another Bane?
Wisdom, you get to.
Oh god, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 4. It was almost an 18, and I was gonna be like, oh! So now I get another Bane! Ugh. It's okay. I'm not gonna get to roll. And there goes the Bane. It's okay. I'm just going to not get to roll next session anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's the only criticism I really have is I know that they can't write every single different option into the story, and that's perfectly fine. But I am like, there's so much text, and sometimes I'm like, can I just get a roll in here? Give me a perception roll for something. Don't just give me it. Like, let me do a perception roll. To be fair, I feel like there were multiple times in the previous two books where I would roll perception and fail, and then not get important information. So I'm like, is that better? I don't know. I don't know. But I do like a roll. But yeah, Death Beaver, if you ever want to play, like, just saying, if you ever have an extra uh, spot at your table, you ever want to do something. This week, I have 4 games of TTRPGs. We have today we did D&D. Tomorrow I have another D&D. Wednesday I have the final session of my Call of Cthulhu game, and then Sunday I have another D&D. I have 4 groups going, and it's not enough. It's not enough. I need more. All but one of those games are bi-weekly too. So like I have an entire week where I only have 1 game. I need more. Yeah, Nerdy's mentioned a couple of times about doing another game and stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready as long as we can get on a proper schedule. I feel like scheduling's the hardest bit. We have in Roll20 for one shots. Ooh, hit me up. Let me know. Yeah, I imagine. You have at least one home game, right? You are currently playing D&D in a home game. Is that correct? I feel like you'd mentioned that. I've been thinking about trying to get more people into my TTRPG group to see if we can get like another game going, because it's like a nice little group of people, but it takes so long to get like any games started. Thursdays. Oh no, that's why you can't come to stream with us. Well, we'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about how you're interrupting my video game stream with your way more important and longer term commitment. Oh, is it? Uh, one of the one of the YouTubers I watch that does D&D content, that is their least favorite module. They always criticize it. They talk about how much they hate it, but they've never said why they hate it. So I don't know why, but they're always like the Dragon Queen. I hate the Dragon Queen, and I'm like, that's fun.
Mm.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're talking about that. And he literally brings it up so often and has never said what he doesn't like about it. And I'm like, I'd play it. I want to play a module so bad. Actually, I think I am playing a module. Am I playing a module? I'm looking up. Uh, I am playing a module. My Sunday group is doing the Forge of Fury. It is my first time doing a like D&D module outside of like these solo modules. Okay, I was gonna say like the Dragon Queen. I always thought of as Tiamat, so it basically is just alternate world Tiamat. I'm here for that. I like that. I'd do a Tiamat storyline. I love a good evil dragon moment. How about you, Jaded? You're with me. Of
Mm,
course you love an evil dragon moment.
I sure do. Yes, and
Is it like is it not uh what do they call it? Like a D&D original? Is that what I'm trying to think of? Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Okay, I see it. It looks like Dragonlance. No, keep me here. Because I was going to say like, why are they reskinning things if they already have an entire lore dedicated to this? But it does look like it is a different setting, the Dragonlance setting in D&D 5e. Hmm. Wait, is Eberron a different world too? What is an Eberron? There we are. Eberron campaign setting. Okay, I thought that all these places were just different places in the world of Ta Talon? Talon? Something like that? I can never remember what the world Faerun is in. Starts with a T, that's all I know. Toril. Okay, I thought all these were just different countries. I actually never looked at the full map. I'd only ever looked at the Faerun map. Then the other day, I was trying to figure out what places were like close to Chult because I'm in a Chult game, and I was like, oh, there's like entire other continents in this world. Faerun is not the world; it is a country within the world, and there's so many different like settings and locations just in the D&D 5e. But also if you look at the map, half of them are like undiscovered. And like y'all need to get on top of it. Y'all need to flesh out this world. Why do you have an entire like multiple continents that don't even look like they have like proper names? It's just undiscovered land. Also, it looks so much like the real world. Like the placement of everything is like very much lines up to like the real world globe. It's like be creative, damn. That's too much. Oh, we're about to have ads again. But I'm gonna go ahead and end before we get ads. Uh, Unalive Beaver, if you ever want to do something, hit us up. I will be back on Thursday for some video games, and we'll be back in an hour for some word games. I think they did it to leave it purposely vague, so if anyone wants to start a campaign, that makes sense. But also, I love learning the lore. I would love to have more stuff. I want more stuff. But I'll see you later.